The rise of Osiris, the god of life and fertility. Osiris was born to Geb, the god of the earth, and Nut, the goddess of the sky, making him a powerful deity from the start. As the god of life, agriculture, and fertility, Osiris brought prosperity to the land of Egypt. He was admired for his wisdom, kindness, and his commitment to maintaining cosmic order, Mot. Under Osiris' reign, Egypt flourished, crops grew abundantly, and the people lived in peace. Osiris was celebrated as the one who taught humanity agriculture, law, and social order. Osiris and the love of his people. Osiris' connection with the people of Egypt was profound. He wasn't just their ruler, but also a teacher and protector, revered as the one who guided them through the cycle of life and death. He is said to have traveled across Egypt, spreading knowledge about farming, harvest, and the importance of divine order. The people worshipped Osiris as a divine king, and his reign was considered a golden age of peace and abundance. His rule represented not just the physical nourishment of the land, but also spiritual guidance, with his teachings about harmony and justice becoming deeply ingrained in Egyptian society. Seth's jealousy and ambition. Despite Osiris' popularity and the prosperity he brought to Egypt, his younger brother Seth, also spelled Set, the god of chaos, storms, and disorder, grew envious. Seth was associated with violence, confusion, and destruction. Unlike Osiris, who was beloved by the people, Seth had no such affection from the masses. His nature was to sow discord and bring chaos, and he resented Osiris' peaceful reign. As Seth's jealousy grew, he began plotting to overthrow his brother and take the throne for himself. Seth's malevolent desire for power was fueled by his belief that he deserved to rule, not Osiris. The contrast between the two brothers, Osiris representing order, fertility, and prosperity, while Seth embodied chaos and destruction, made their rivalry inevitable. Seth's devious plot to kill Osiris. Seth, ever cunning and manipulative, devised a treacherous plan to murder Osiris. He crafted a magnificent coffin that was perfectly tailored to Osiris' body. Seth then invited Osiris to a banquet, where he presented the coffin as a gift, claiming that whoever fit perfectly inside it would be honored. Osiris, unsuspecting of Seth's treachery, lay down in the coffin, and as soon as he did, Seth and his conspirators sealed it shut and cast it into the Nile River. The river carried the coffin away, and Osiris was lost to the world. The mourning of Isis and the resurrection of Osiris. Isis, Osiris' wife and sister, was devastated upon learning of his death. She searched the world for his body, refusing to give up on him. Eventually, she found Osiris' body entombed in a tree in Byblos, a city to the north. With the help of her sister Nephthys, and the jackal-headed god Anubis, Isis retrieved the body and brought it back to Egypt. The next step was to resurrect Osiris. Isis performed powerful rituals, using her magical skills to bring Osiris back to life for a short time. During this time, Osiris impregnated Isis, and she became pregnant with Horus, the child who would one day avenge his father's death. However, Osiris was not fully restored to life and was destined to rule the afterlife, becoming the god of the underworld and the dead. His body was preserved, and he became the symbol of resurrection and rebirth in Egyptian mythology. The birth and raising of Horus. After Osiris' passing, Isis gave birth to Horus in secret, in the swamps of the Nile, where she kept him hidden from Seth, who was still determined to prevent Horus from growing strong enough to challenge him. Isis protected Horus fiercely, nurturing him and preparing him for the great task that lay ahead. She also sought the help of the gods to ensure Horus would have the strength, wisdom, and power to defeat Seth. Horus grew up to be a powerful and determined young god. His destiny was clear: he would fight Seth to avenge his father's death and restore order to Egypt. But Horus, still young and inexperienced, required guidance. The gods, including Ra, the sun god, Thoth, the god of wisdom, and Hathor, the goddess of love and protection, took on roles as mentors, ensuring that Horus was physically and mentally prepared for his battle against Seth. Seth's continued threat and Nephthys' discontent. Seth, after the death of Osiris, seized the throne of Egypt and ruled through fear and chaos. However, not all the gods supported him. Nephthys, Seth's wife, was deeply dissatisfied with him. She had always been more aligned with the values of her sister Isis than with Seth's destructive nature. Nephthys was loyal to Isis and helped in the resurrection of Osiris, although her loyalty to Seth was strained by his cruelty and selfishness. Nephthys found herself in constant conflict, torn between familial duty and her internal moral compass. The growing conflict, Horus versus Seth. As Horus grew stronger, the inevitable conflict with Seth drew closer. The young god, fueled by a desire for justice and revenge, challenged Seth for the throne of Egypt. However, Seth did not give up his position easily. The battle between Horus and Seth was not just a physical confrontation, it was a cosmic struggle for the balance of the universe. Their conflict represented the eternal fight between Ma'at, order, truth, and justice, and Isfet, chaos, falsehood, and destruction. The struggle between Horus and Seth involved multiple trials, each representing different aspects of their battle. Seth, known for his cunning and deceit, attempted to trick Horus in numerous ways. One of the most famous trials involved Seth transforming himself into various animals to evade Horus. Yet, with the wisdom of the gods and his own determination, Horus was able to overcome each of Seth's devious tactics. Horus' divine weapons and powers. To prepare for the intense conflict, Horus was granted powerful divine weapons by the gods. One of the most significant gifts was his right eye, which represented the sun and had immense power. It was said that Horus' right eye could heal and restore life, as well as strike down his enemies. His left eye, representing the moon, was associated with wisdom and balance, and it too was a vital tool in his quest to defeat Seth. Horus also had the abilities of the falcon, symbolizing speed, strength, and sharp vision. These divine tools gave Horus an advantage in his fight, but it was his unwavering resolve and the support of the gods that truly set him apart. The divine assistance in the battle. The gods played a crucial role in the battle between Horus and Seth. Ra, the supreme god, supported Horus, bestowing upon him the strength of the sun to aid him in his trials. Thoth, the god of wisdom, was instrumental in providing Horus with strategic advice. Hathor and other gods also intervened, offering protection and encouragement to Horus in his struggle. Despite Seth's own divine power, he was largely isolated in his cause, as the other gods viewed his reign as an abomination against order and justice. The final battle and Horus' victory. The final battle between Horus and Seth was fierce and intense. The gods convened to decide who was the rightful ruler of Egypt. After many trials, Ra declared Horus the rightful king, acknowledging his strength, wisdom, and justice. The gods, witnessing Horus' resolve and purity of heart, sided with him in the final confrontation. In the end, Horus struck down Seth, defeating him in both physical combat and through divine judgment. Seth was cast out into the desert, symbolizing his exile and the triumph of order over chaos. Horus, having avenged his father's death, ascended to the throne of Egypt. He ruled as a just king, ensuring that the laws of the gods prevailed and that peace and prosperity were restored to the land. The legacy of Horus and Seth. The battle between Horus and Seth was not just a mythological event but a profound symbol of the eternal struggle between good and evil, order and chaos. Horus became the symbol of divine kingship and justice, while Seth represented the forces that sought to disrupt harmony. Horus' victory restored Ma'at to Egypt, and his reign ushered in an era of stability and peace, with the gods continuing to guide and protect the land. Meanwhile, Seth remained a figure of chaos, forever exiled from the peaceful kingdom that Horus restored. Thank you for watching the video till the end. I'll be sharing more fascinating content about gods from around the world and other interesting topics daily, so please like and subscribe to the channel for more.